Employees at Wacko's, an adult entertainment club, left work in handcuffs after a police raid. News4 Jax was there when officers brought the employees out.
At this time, police have not said what the employees were arrested for. We're told police walked in and ordered the dancers to go to the back and for all the customers to leave. But as News4 Jax reporter Corley Peel explains, business did not stop for the night.
Several dancers ran out of Wacko's free to go after a police raid at the club Friday. Angelina says it was alarming.
I was dancing, the cops just came in and started go to the locker room. It was kind of scary.
Several dancers were escorted out of the club by police with cardboard boxes covering their faces. A man also walked out in handcuffs and was put in a police car.
The cops came in and put all the girls in the locker room and checked to make sure we're following the law, and if the girls are not following the law, they got arrested.
Why did they get arrested? What were they doing?
I don't really know. I don't know the details.
We watched as several officers wearing masks walked in and out of the club, indicating they're undercover.
No, I didn't think nothing because this happened since, I don't know, it happens about every 3-4 months.
One woman drove from Georgia because she says her roommate was arrested. But do you ever worry for her safety?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's dangerous, so.
Soon as we find out about what led up to this raid and the charges the employees are facing, we of course will let you know.
JSO just sent several squad cars to a local strip club in what witnesses describe as a raid. We first showed you what's happening at Wacko's on Emerson Street at 5 o'clock. Action News Jax Ryan Nelson joins us live. Ryan, you've learned similar clubs are suing the city over these kinds of raids.
And Ben, my photographer, and I have been here for about an hour now. There are significantly fewer squad cars since we've arrived here, but in the last 5 minutes, we actually saw this crime scene unit pull up. Now, again, witnesses are telling us that this was a raid. We are working to confirm that with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Now, we haven't seen anyone in handcuffs. We haven't seen any arrests as of yet, but we are working to gather whether that was, in fact, what happened here today. And we did speak to a witness not long ago. Here's what he had to say.
I see a lot, 20 to 30 cops undercover also. I don't know what's going on, what they're looking for, but it was scary, man.
And as Ben mentioned, we did do some research and we found that there was a lawsuit that was filed in Jacksonville just yesterday on behalf of institutions like this concerned about raids and how they were being conducted. Now, Wacko's was not part of that lawsuit. However, I did interview the attorney who's representing those institutions, and we will have that part of the story for you tonight at 10 and 11 on Action News Jax. Reporting on Emerson, Ryan Nelson, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
A developing story tonight at 11, an evening at a Jacksonville gentleman's club turned into the scene of a criminal investigation. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Anthony Austin. Let's get right out to On Your Side's Camrell Eppinger, who is joining us live from Wacko's with what he knows.
Anthony, there's still more questions than answers. Police haven't released any details regarding this investigation. I can tell you right now here at Wacko's, it's business as usual. You can see there's a packed parking lot right outside of the Gentlemen's Club. But earlier at around 5 o'clock, it was a totally different scene. Just take a look at this video. We saw dozens of cops, some of them with masks on, coming and going in and out of the business for hours. And we also saw nearly a dozen women being escorted outside the business in handcuffs, one after the other. Now, police were covering up their faces with cardboard, and we also saw a man being escorted out in handcuffs and being placed in the back of a police cruiser. Now, we were able to speak with a customer who described what it was like inside when cops arrived. Take a listen.
Well, I just enjoying my drinks inside when I see like 25 or 30 cops coming in, and then old ladies get running to the bathroom. And everybody screaming, and then we leaving.
And again, as we mentioned earlier, police have yet to release any details on this investigation. Once we learn more information, we'll be sure to pass it along to you. For now, reporting live, Camrell Eppinger, First Coast News, On Your Side.
Live from the local station, the 10 o'clock news starts now.
Wacko's club employees behind bars tonight. JSO officers seen coming and going from the business on Emerson for hours late this afternoon. It was all part of what appears to be a raid, and it's not an unfamiliar scene at the club.
And News4Jax reporter Corley Peel was there as it all unfolded. She's joining us live outside the club with the latest information and still a lot of unanswered questions, Corley.
Police have not said exactly why they were here this afternoon, but we watched earlier as several dancers left here in handcuffs, but it's unclear why they were arrested. One by one, police escorted several dancers out of Wacko's in handcuffs with cardboard boxes covering their faces. A man also walked out in handcuffs and was put in a police car. I spoke with an employee named Angelina after the raid Friday night, who says she was dancing when police barged in.
The cops came in and put all the girls in the locker room and checked to make sure we're following the law, and if the girls were not following the law, they got arrested.
Why did they get arrested? What were they doing?
I don't really know. I don't know the details.
For hours, police wearing masks walked in and out of Wacko's, indicating they're undercover. One woman came to check on her roommate, who is a dancer. She was told her friend was arrested.
She was like, "Oh, I need you to come get me. Something happened." So we came here from Georgia and came down, and I just went up to the door and they were like, "Oh, this is none of your concern right now about what's going on."
A customer tells me raids like this happen often at Wacko's.
Because this happened since, I don't know, it happens about every 3-4 months.
Police at the scene didn't give details about the crime, but the rest of the dancers inside were free to leave after the raid. We are still working to find out exactly what the employees were arrested for and why police were raiding Wacko's this afternoon. Records show that a settlement last year banned fire marshal from surprise inspections at Wacko's after previous raids. Reporting live from Spring Park, Corley Peel, Channel 4, the local station.